Good morning, Dr. Jumail. This my name is Binti. So I come from the group team SL. So this is our project for the Schoo-Lah. So this for my part, I do the job for the creating the GitHub account and also monitoring some the commit from my teammates. So now until now we already committed with total of 55 commit. So until now. So now I will show you the interface. So this is the interface of the Schoo-Lah mobile application. So this is the login page, and then I will show you the splash screen of the Schoo-Lah image. So normally I refer the website of Flutter UI design. So we'll be seeing that which part will be useful to implement it and use it. But all the coding are the basic things. So the splash screen is already shown. So my contribution is doing all the interface, but not all, because mostly I focus on creating student screen and update the UI interface for main screen, student screen, and also the teacher screen. So now this is the login pages, and this sign out pages, student and teacher be different, and this login. And this is the student page. So be sure that this is a dashboard or a simple dashboard homepage. And then my subject is a student subject with total tasks, how many tasks, and then the progress bar. So that inside will be detailed task bar, and then can be cancelled or deleted. So can go to update and also others. So this is a financial status and also the fee history for the student part. So BC. The interface will be simple use, and then this profile. So be using the simple using a scroll view, so that it can scroll and without any error. And then this ebook store will be using the padding for side of the padding, so they make it in the center and really beautiful. And also using the expander, so they can one page can fit with more widget. So the below will be using the list view widget, the simple list view widget that will be display all the information about the books, and also list view and then list style. So simple. And then below using the border navigation bar, so they can navigate, go to home page and others. Then this is a skill scan for the student part, so they can scan if actual one using the camera. So this is a basic interface, and then now we'll be going the teacher part. This teacher interface, original my teammate already created. My part is just update the user interface to make it more beautiful, and also so this is my subject part. So the methodik, this is shown, and then this is a student will be list the student list, and then this is a profile. So the profile for teacher face like this, and then QR generator be like this, to be generate the QR code be like this. And then this log out can log out. So this interface that I already updated. So that's all for me. Now I'll pass it to my teammates. So thank you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad FIKRI bin ISMAIL. So right now we'll be presenting my part. Okay, as in for the Schoo-Lah application that we designed. Okay, so the first thing that I created for the application is that the UI for the sign up. So there are two types of sign up here. For whereas this one is the teacher, and then I click on the student. Okay, this one student. Both have different field to be filled in by the user. Okay, then for the sign up screen, okay, so I'm using the text field where user can just type on it, okay, to fill in the form. This one can be typed from here. Okay, so okay, once the user have already signed up, they will be logged in. Okay, right now we'll be logged in as the student first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so log in. Okay, so when the student have logged in, okay, I created the navigation for the financial status. Okay, as you can see here, this the UI shows the fee that have been paid and also haven't been paid, or call it as balance of the amount that they have to pay. Okay, so we press home. Okay, and then I created the UI for QR scan for the student. Okay, so in order to enable this function, I navigate all the screen using this okay, using this in the void or on item tab, which is for the bottom navigation bar. Okay, so for the every code that have the bottom navigation bar. So every UI, basically every screen, it will have the bottom navigation bar. So when student or teacher press on it, it will bring to the same UI. But of course, if they log in as student, they will bring to the profile of the student and not the teacher. Okay, so for the logout, just use the simple one. Okay, as in for the student profile right here. Same with the teacher. Okay, so for the logout function, I just navigate the user to the login screen. So which is, for the example here, I will show login screen. Okay, so right now I will be showing the interface for the teacher. Okay, so I want to choose right. Okay, I created both UI for my subjects and my students. Okay, so for the my subjects right here, okay, the teacher can add tasks. Okay, so I will show you here. Teacher subject is okay. So I use the the clip, right? So that the image and the details can be combined together like this one. Make it into boxes. Okay, so I created and I also add this button, the plus add button, so that the teacher can create tasks for the student, which is also simple. You just navigate it to the add task. Okay, so as you can see here. Okay. Okay, right now we're showing the UI for my students. Okay, so for my students right here, is this the functions of my students, that it will show the students who are registered under the teacher's name, so that they can keep track of who they are teaching. Okay, so for the navigation of each interface, okay, so I need to declare in every dart, for example in the constant dart and the router. Okay, these two are very related to each other. So if I want to create an interface, okay, I will have to declare in here. Okay, so for example, my part and they also add this at their part in the router and the constant if they want to add interfaces or screen. Okay, so the case in the router.dat and the constant relate to each other to navigate to the other home screen, to the other screen. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is NURUL and I will continue the presentation. So what I did for our mobile application is I do the login function. Here the user have to enter their username and also the password. And after that, when user press the login button, it will bring the username and password to the login function. So for user, we use service locator user, which we declare in our user data service. Here is the abstract class. And in the mock user, we have the login function here. And the login function will take the username and password entered by user, and it will check in the user list. and it will return the object of user if it is true, and if the password and username does not match, it will return null. So here at the login page, if the login function return null value, it will show an alert dialog here, meaning that the user is not available. However, if the user entered correct, and it will check either the user is a teacher or a student. If it is a teacher, and then it will enter teacher home screen, and if the user is a student, it will enter student home screen. Okay, next I also do the sign up function for our mobile application. So here the user have to press the sign up button, and if it is a student, it have to choose the student sign up, and if the user is a teacher, it will have to press the teacher sign up. So here is the details that need to be said. So now I have signed up as a student, and here I have to log in again, and then I can log into the application. For students, here is the code. Okay. After the user has filled in all the text field, and they have to press the sign up button. Here at the sign up button, if the user press it, it will call the user data service register new function. So here is the function register new. So we will bring the username, password, name, year, school, email, and type of the user, and we create a new user here, and we add to the current global list that we have. Okay, next I also do the update user profile for our mobile application. Here, if the user already login, it can choose the profile button here, and it will show the profile of the user. Here, the user can update their name, year, school, contact number, and also email. So for example, here, I enter different name, and I press the update button. The name already changed here, Muhammad Aiman. Here also change. Okay, the function here is, if the user press the update button, it will call the user data service update details function here, which is we declare in our mock users.dart update details. Here it will pass the name, year, school, phone number, and also email that entered by user, and it will check if the string is null, it will remain as the same current user name. So if not, it will change here. So the current user details will be changed with the input user. Okay, next is the student list function for teacher. So the teacher can view all the students, and here I make the function for this view students. And if the teacher already login, it can press the my students button here, and it will shows the current student that in the mock data. Since our mock data only have one student here, so the list only shows Ahmad Aiman here. Okay, for the view student list function, I use the user data service dot get student list function here, which is declared in our mock users.dart. So here, I will check all the list, and I will only pass the user with type student to the new list here. So and then at the last, it will return a list of students. And here we can print out all the students inside our mock data. Okay. Besides user class, I also do the book class for our mobile application. So here I created function for our ebook store. Okay, the students can view the ebook store here, and he can view all the activity books for the tuition. Okay, for our book, we also use service locator, which is declared in dependencies.dart here. All the function abstract class is declared in the book data service. So at the get book service, I only return all the mock books here at our bookstore screen. I only have to take all the book list and display all it.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Ismail. My name is IRDINA and I would like to continue the presentation for my group. The overview of implementation that I use for this project, I use change notifier provider as the state management for me to change the theme for our application, and also I implement service locator for me to fetch data from mock data files. So the service locator, I use it to fetch data student screen, teacher screen, and also tuition fees. Okay, the first one, I have implement the state management, which is I use change notify provider here. The purpose of change notify provider for our project, we can change the setting, which is when we press the drawer here, which is will be the setting for our application, and press the change theme color, and it will automatically change the color of our application. So here we'll implement change notify provider because we know that change notify provider allow user to make changes on the screen, which is during this part, it will call the drawer here, the drawer. It will call here, and the title will be changed in color as shown here. And then if we have pressed the button during the on change, it will call the change mode notifier.value to change the theme of our application. Okay, that's the first part that I do. Other than that, I also create the my subject part, which is this is the subject for student. Here shows that the total task of each of every subject given by teachers. The percentage of the progress shows the status of the task, which is the student have done it or not. Okay, let me show the example. When I press science, it will automatically show the list of tasks for this particular subject. The green one shows the subject, the task has been done, and the red one shows the subject has not completed yet. If we press this one, it will turn to the green, which is if the student have done that part, it will show line stripes too, and it will turn to green. And if you press update, it will update it here. The science total task 3, and it will go to 100%, which is the student have done all the tasks given by teacher. So here, I use service locator, which is as stated in the requirement, we have to use service locator in order for us to use the mode data. I called the service locator for this subject. It written in here, the models, which is mock to-dos. This is the list of to-do, the mathematics, science, mathematics, Malaysia, and this one is the task, which is as shown here, all of these tasks. And then this is the service locator, class to-do data service. Well, as we use service locator, we also need the dependencies. Here, we decided to use lazy singleton as a service locator. And also we have the services, to-do data service, in order for us to call the abstract class for each of this particular function, future function. Okay, the next one, I also settle the subject part for teachers. Here, when teacher, this is the interface for teacher, the home screen for teacher. When teachers click my subject, it will show the subject that she teach for that tuition center. Again, as for example, I press the mathematics, and here shows the list of tasks as given by the teachers earlier. If she want to add tasks, okay, let me see. Okay, now the addition quiz written here, which is the mock data inserted by us will be automatically shown in the task list. A teacher can long press to delete the task. For example, as I showed here, if I long press to that particular task, it will automatically delete it. I also done the QR generator part, which is when the teacher press the QR generator, it will automatically bring the teacher to this interface, and then teacher can choose the subject, select here, and then generate QR code. So here will be the QR code for that particular subject. And then I also done the financial status part, which is when the student want to check for their outstanding fee, tuition fee, he or she can automatically press the financial status, and here shown the outstanding, which is the outstanding fee for that particular month. This is the fee history. Okay, for the fee history, I also use service locator in order for me to get the mock data. That is why here I have the mock fee. This is the list of fee for each of every month. And then here where the service mock being called, which is a service locator. And then the dependencies, as usual, the fee data service mock. And in the tuition fee file, I call the service locator in order for me to fetch each of every mock data that I insert in the mock fee.